The Samsung Galaxy S25 FE is shaping up to be one of the most exciting fan edition phones we've seen in a long time. The fan edition lineup has always been about offering flagship-like features at a lower price, and this year, Samsung seems ready to give fans something they've been asking for again and again: bigger storage options. Leaked reports suggest that the Galaxy S25 FE could come with a 512GB storage option. What makes this more interesting is that Samsung may not limit it to just a few markets, like it did before. Instead, the 512GB model could launch in many more regions, especially in Europe. This would be a big step forward because last year, the Galaxy S24 FE only offered the 512GB version in select areas, leaving a lot of users disappointed. Most people had to settle for 128GB or 256GB models, even if they needed more space. This year, that might change. According to leaks, the 512GB model could cost around €929, sitting above the 128GB and 256GB options. For many users, storage is more than just a number on paper, it's a daily need. Phones today are used for far more than just calling or texting. People record hours of high-quality 4K or even 8K video. Games now take up dozens of gigabytes, apps are bigger, and people save thousands of photos and videos. Having more storage means less worrying about deleting files or constantly moving things to the cloud. It's about peace of mind and convenience. This move also puts Samsung ahead of some rivals. Take Google's Pixel series, for example. Those phones are very popular, but their maximum storage option is 256GB, with Samsung offering double that. The Galaxy S25 FE becomes a much stronger option for power users who want lots of storage but don't want to spend flagship-level money. For these users, the S25 FE could suddenly be the best value option. Leaked renders also show that the Galaxy S25 FE will come in several color options, including a navy blue model. Samsung is clearly paying attention to style as well as functionality. The combination of trendy colors and larger storage choices makes this phone appealing to a wide range of users, both casual users and heavy users who want the best value. One question that still remains is the US market. In the past, Samsung has held back some of its best features from the US. Sometimes higher storage options or even certain color choices were not available to American buyers. This often forced people in the US to buy the more expensive Galaxy S25 or S25 Ultra if they wanted more space. If Samsung decides to launch the 512GB version of the S25 FE in the US, it would be a huge win for American fans who have been asking for it for years, but until Samsung makes an official announcement, which is expected around September, we'll just have to wait. From my perspective, this is exactly the kind of move Samsung needs to make. Phones today are like all-in-one devices there. Cameras, gaming consoles, editing tools, and entertainment hubs. As everything gets bigger in size, from apps to videos, the need for more storage will only continue to grow. Offering a 512GB version of the S25 FE shows that Samsung understands what users actually want. Imagine you're someone who loves to record video with 512GB. You won't have to worry about carrying an external drive or constantly backing things up. If you're a gamer, you'll be able to download and keep several high-end games without stressing about space. And if you're just looking for a phone that feels future-proof, 512GB gives you breathing room for years to come. The Fan Edition has always been about balance, giving people powerful features like strong processors, solid cameras, and premium design, but at a more affordable price than the main Galaxy S lineup. Adding 512GB storage makes the S25 FE even stronger in the mid-range and upper mid-range market. Samsung also faces tough competition from Chinese brands that often provide high storage options at lower prices. By matching or even surpassing them, Samsung makes sure the Galaxy S25 FE stays competitive. At the end of the day, the 512GB Galaxy S25 FE is more than just a storage upgrade, it's a statement. It shows Samsung is listening to feedback, it shows they want to give more people access to premium features, and it makes the Fan Edition lineup more appealing worldwide. So if the 512GB Galaxy S25 FE launches in your region, would you choose it? Or do you think 128GB or 256GB is still enough? Either way, it's clear that Samsung is stepping up its game, and the Galaxy S25 FE could end up being one of the most popular Fan Edition phones yet.